Welcome back to Stories from My Life. I'd like to welcome you to my meditation room, by the way. I've been doing some of these videos from different places, and this is where for 25 years of my life, did my practice and my meditation in the early morning hours while our children were growing up, and this was my sanctuary. The motif is the Bahamas. Spent a lot of time at the yoga retreat in the Bahamas, and this is where I would retreat to myself every day. So a story from my life, a fortunate story that I don't tell my students. It took place around the same time as I learned I was adopted, that Christmas vacation. Then I came back and told you the story about turning a wage job into a business. Well, another thing that happened at that time, a big time of change for me, was that I was a sophomore at Cornell University in engineering, taking a class called Advanced Calculus. It was a required class for all engineers, and I was there were 1,200 engineers. All of our classes at Cornell were curved. There was the bell-shaped curve, some A's, some F's, and they curved all the tests. There were 3 tests and a final in this class, and the average was 55 on the 4 tests. It was a brutal class, a famous class that convinced a lot of people not to go into engineering. And I thought I had the highest grade in the class. I had 200s, a 98 and a 96 on 4 tests in which the average was 55. And I'm home on that Christmas break, and I learned that I got a B in the class. And I was flabbergasted. And when I went back to school, dealing with the heaviness of my adoption, I went right to the professor and said, what could have happened? I think I may have gotten the highest grade in the class. How did I get a B? And you hardly ever met the professor. He gave these big lectures, and then you went to the recitation with a graduate student. And that's where you turned in your test, took your test, turned in your homework, got your questions answered. Well, he said that he didn't give the grades. The graduate students gave the grades, but his instruction was to lower someone 1 letter grade if they didn't come to class, the recitation, and didn't turn in any homework. I never went to class, and I never turned in the homework. I was busy doing other things, and besides, I knew it. And I said to the professor, look, don't ask me how I know calculus. It's just logical to me. Ask me any question you'd like to ask me. Obviously, I didn't cheat. Who did better? And he confirmed the fact that I had the highest grade out of 1,200 engineers. And we had a great conversation. First professor I really even got to know at Cornell University. And he changed my grade to an A. But the next semester, there was a shortage of graduate students to teach the recitations. And he remembered me. And he looked me up, brought me in, and I became his assistant for the next 3 years. I gave his lectures to 600 students when he was sick or had to miss. I taught 3 recitation classes. Cornell paid me a stipend and gave me full tuition reimbursement all the way through my master's in engineering. It was a wonderful break. And the reason I don't tell my students is that the reason I got that break is because I didn't do homework and I didn't go to the class. I keep it from my students, but you never know how you will get a break, what will break your way. Take advantage of it when it happens. It was a great break for me. I learned I was a teacher. I'm still fulfilling it to this day as I teach at Kent State University. I taught at Cornell as an undergraduate. Today's story. Blessings to all. Have a great day.